Osmoregulation. The kidney, while removing waste like urea from the blood, also regulate its composition. That is percentage of water and salt. And this function is called osmoregulation. Now, the main function of kidney, which we have studied yet, is to excrete nitrogenous waste from the blood. And while removing this nitrogenous waste, mainly urea from the blood, it maintains its composition. It maintains the percentage of water and salt in blood and another body fluid. And this is called osmoregulation. It results in regulation of osmotic pressure of the blood. So that's why drinking enough water directly or through food helps the kidney in their proper working. So as they have to maintain the composition of the body fluid, that is osmoregulation. So that's why we have to drink enough water for the proper working of the kidneys. In tropical climate, as in our country, we drink a lot of water during the summer, yet we urinate fewer times in summer than in winter, and the urine passed is generally thicker. Very important reasoning. Now the reason is that while yet we drink a lot of water during the summer, then also we urinate fewer times and the urine passed is generally thicker. The reason is that in summer, to maintain our body temperature, we lose a considerable amount of water through perspiration, that is through sweating. And as most of the water is lost by sweating, so kidney, to maintain the composition of blood or another body fluid, kidney have to reabsorb that water from the urine. So that's why it makes the urine more concentrated and less in volume. There is one disease, cholera, one of the bacterial disease. The patient suffering from cholera suffers from vomiting and watery bowels. His intestines are not able to absorb water into the blood, due to which dehydration occur. This results as dehydration occur. Now the function of kidney is to maintain blood composition. So to maintain blood composition, kidneys absorb water from the urine in the renal tubule. So as they absorb water from the urine in the kidney tubule, sometimes while reabsorbing that water, it starts reabsorbing urea along with it. And you know that urea is very poisonous. As it accumulates inside the blood, it causes a condition called as uremia. Being poisonous in nature, it results in the death of the person. The immediate treatment for this uremia is to replenish water in the body of the patient. And that is done by giving glucose saline drip to the patient or oral rehydration solution through the mouth. Now after this, the next topic is artificial kidney. Artificial kidney, that is dialysis. We have two kidneys in our excretory system which help in filtering nitrogenous waste from the blood. If one is damaged or removed for some reason, the other kidney alone is sufficient for excretory needs and a person can lead a normal life. But if both kidneys are not functioning properly, waste start accumulating in the blood and this results in coma and even death. So, to cure this, patient is subjected to dialysis. It is required when kidney loses 90% of its efficiency of working. Now, dialysis is an artificial kidney. Here, in the process of dialysis, the patient blood is led from the radial artery in his arm through the machine where the urea and excess of salts are removed and the purified blood is returned to a vein in the same arm. In the cases of permanent damage to the kidneys, dialysis is to be repeated about 12 hours twice a week. So this is all about artificial kidney. Now table 9.3, the summary of excretion in human. This all we have done in this chapter. So you have to revise this table properly. Excretory substances, excretory organs, and the remarks, means how they are excreted out from our body. It is one of the important table. So with this we have finished this chapter. Now in next video we will start with back exercises.